What's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 6 of the Real GP series. Today, we're going to be heading to mid-wilderness to check out the real GP per hour of the lava dragons. Alright, so before we get rolling with anything, to those of you that requested this one, I hate you. I really want you guys to know that I hate you so much right now. But anyways, if you haven't done so yet, drop me a follow on Twitter and Instagram. You can stay up to date when I drop new videos, feature awesome OSRS accomplishments, or just give me a follow because you can. If you don't have a clan chat to hang out in, mine is always open. It's been growing like crazy lately, and we have a pretty solid community that hangs out in there. They boss all the time. They're always looking for new team members. And lastly, if you want to hang out in the Slayer Squad Discord, check out the description below for a permanent invite link. So, lava dragons, how profitable are they? Before this video, I didn't know either. It was really a pain in the ass getting 25 hours of these done, but I did it for the tube. So the lava dragons are located in mid-wilderness at a place called Lava Dragon Isle, duly named because it's surrounded by lava and infested with very strong lava dragons. There are 3 different viable ways to get there, so I will run through those quickly now. Option 1, and my preferred method of getting here, is going to be with the Games Necklace. Using the Games Necklace, we will teleport to the Corporal Beast Slayer, exit the cave, and head straight north until we reach the southern end of Lava Dragon Isle, quickly hop across the rock, and you are now ready to get PK'd. Kill lava dragons. Please be advised that this method will require you to have at least 74 agility and the Wilderness Hard Diaries completed. Option number 2, we have the canoe route. Grab any woodcutting axe and head to the canoe station just south of the bridge in Edgeville, chop the tree down and make a waka, hop in and set the wilderness pond as your destination. Once you arrive, head straight east if you have 74 agility and the Wilderness Hard Diaries done, or head north, then east until you reach the gate, and you are once again ready to get PK'd. Kill lava dragons. You'll need at least 57 woodcutting to reach the lava dragons via this method. And last but not least, our third option leaves us with the Anakarl teleport to the Demonic Ruins. Personally, I don't prefer this method because somehow or another, every time I use this teleport, I teleport into 8 people in rag gear and I die instantly. If you have level 90 magic, you can use the runes to cast this teleport to get up there, or you can just use the teleport tab. I recommend using the runes if you can because the tabs are quite expensive. If you do not have level 90 magic, you can use the teleport tabs if you have completed the Desert Treasure quest. If you can't use the runes or the teletabs, just stick to getting to the lava dragons with the canoe or the Games Necklace, your choice. So once you arrive at the Demonic Ruins, and if you're still alive, head southwest until you reach the gate and you are finally ready to get PK'd. You guys get the picture. For killing the lava dragons, I do have a couple suggested requirements for you. First, you'll want to have at least 75 magic. The lava dragons are very susceptible to magic damage, and either of the tridents absolutely shreds them. Second, if you have the stats, you are definitely going to want to have the Wilderness Hard Diaries completed so you can use the shortcut at the southern end of the Lava Dragon Isle. It makes attempting to get away from PKers much easier. In order to use this shortcut, you will also need to have level 74 agility. If you don't have 74, you can have as low as 69 and use a summer pie to boost and use it. And lastly, this is a bit of a higher requirement, but having the Wilderness Elite Diaries done is very helpful here, and you'll be able to receive noted dragon bones as drops. It will extend your trips a ton. Lava dragons boast a combat level of 252 and a hit points level of 230. They are aggressive and their max hits are 23 with melee and can be over 50 if you're not using an anti-fire potion or an anti-dragon shield. These dragons actually have a few different weaknesses. They are magic, stab, and ranged. First, I'll cover what we don't want to use. We definitely don't want to be out here meleeing these. Although they are weak to stab, it does take a bit longer to kill them with melee. With a defense level of 220, they do offer some decent resistance. Same thing goes for ranged. It will hit somewhat decently, but because their defense level is so high, kills can take a decent amount of time. What we will want to use here is some form of magic attack. I suggested the Trident of the Seas or Trident of the Swamp earlier because you don't have to have a stack of runes on you. Any of the runes that are being used with the Trident are kept upon death. The lava dragons have a magic level of 1, leaving them with only a plus 80 magic defense bonus. Now the staff you choose here is up to you. The max hits between the staffs only differ slightly, but the Trident of the Swamp gives plus 10 more magic attack than the Trident of the Seas. Casts are about 130 GP more expensive due to the Zulrah scales, but over time the venom can help kills move a little bit more quickly. As for the drop table, it really is quite incredible, but then again it kinda has to be because of the risk we're taking being so deep in the wilderness for long periods of time. The lava dragons only have one unique drop on their table, which is the Draconic Visage. It is dropped at its usual rate of 1 in 10,000. What makes the lava dragons drop table so incredible is that you are guaranteed just about 10k per kill. They will always give 1 black dragon hide, 1 lava dragon bone, and 1 lava scale, which at the time of this video being made amounts to a total of 10,114 GP per kill guaranteed. The lava dragons also have many other notable drops on their drop table that you will definitely want to keep an eye out for. These include 12 rune darts, 30 runite bolts, 12 onyx bolt tips, which is actually very common, 15 dragon javelin heads, rune longswords, kite shields, full helms, and med helms, and 15 noted fire orbs. I also want to note that if you are on a wilderness slayer task, the lava dragons also have a 1 in 40 chance to drop mysterious emblems, which are worth right around 120k each. If you'd like to see a complete list of the lava dragons drops, check out the wiki link in the description below. So now let's move on to the gear setup. Since we will be staying in the wilderness for an extended period of time, we're only going to want to have a maximum of 4 decent items that we can protect if we are attacked. For my setup, I went with the Zerkan, I really don't know how to say that, guys, I'm sorry. The Zerkan hat, Zamorak God Cape, Occult Necklace, Trident of the Swamp, Black Dragon Hide top and legs, Book of Darkness, Tormented Bracelet, and Mystic Boots. Using the Occult Necklace paired with the Tormented Bracelet increases magic damage by 15%, which definitely speeds up kills. However, this isn't required, and if you can't afford to use these items, just swap them out for a Glory Amulet and some sort of gloves that give a magic attack bonus. As for the hat and boots, they just give a little boost to magic attack. The Zamorak Cape and Book of Darkness give magic attack and cost nothing to get back if you lose them, and the Black Dragon Hide has decent magic defense to help you get away from PKers. In my inventory, you'll see 4 Saradomin Brews and 2 Super Restores. If you're not going to attempt to get away, don't bother with this. I just took it because you'll also notice I have a Din's Bulwark. The Brews plus the Bulwark gave me a pretty good chance to get away, and most of the time I was successful. You'll definitely want to bring a looting bag with you to make your trips as long as possible. Additionally, the Pestilent Mortar is used to grind up the lava dragon scales on the spot. If you have the Wilderness Diaries done, you will also get more lava dragon shards from each scale. The shards do stack, and this allows you to extend your trips by an even greater amount. And lastly, I have a seed pod, which is acquired from the Monkey Madness 2 quest. I use this teleport because it's a one-click teleport. That way, when I'm running for my life, I can just spam click it once I get close to 30 wilderness. As for protecting my items, with the Protect Item Prayer active, I'll protect my Tormented Bracelet, Din's Bulwark, Trident of the Swamp, and Occult Necklace. Should I end up dying, I'll only lose about 67k in gear. Most of this, however, is attributed to the brews and restores. If I didn't take these with me, I'd only be risking 25k, which isn't bad at all. You also might notice that I don't have an anti-dragon shield. For me, I don't think it's really necessary. There are many safe spots to mage safely from, so the only time you'll be face to face with one of the dragons is when you're getting to said safe spot. Alright guys, so now for the moment that everybody's been waiting for. How much can you really make from lava dragons? Well, let me tell you, a lot. You can make a lot from lava dragons, which I will show you now. I know some of you are probably wondering, well, what about how much you died, how much you lost, and that effect on your profit? I will cover that. I did keep track of how many times I died, what I lost, and how much it cost me. So first off, we'll get into how much I made, supply costs, and what the GP per hour could be or would be if you never got PK'd. As usual, I spent 25 hours at the lava dragons and ended up with 1,660 total kills, which, if you were listening earlier and didn't skip through it, at 10,114 GP per kill, that's 16.8 mil in loot right there. I averaged just about 66.5 dragons per hour, which also isn't bad considering they are pretty high level. And if you took a look at the inventory, I also managed to grab some pretty awesome stacks of crap. So let's go ahead, throw this into the price checker, and see what I end up with. 33,434,902 GP. That is a shit ton of loot. Nearly 2/3 of the loot is coming from the hides, bones, scale shards, bolt tips, and javelin heads, but that's still leaving me about 10 mil in loot elsewhere. So as for supplies, I ended up using 24,487 Trident of the Swamp casts, which was pretty damn expensive. I also ended up using 10 games necklaces and 19 stamina potions. This brings my supply cost to 11,888,585, which leaves me with a total profit of 21,546,317 GP. We'll go ahead and round this to 21.55 mil, and all things said and done, it looks like I'm making 862k per hour. 862k per hour off of a single NPC. That is really good. Okay, so now let's actually add in my deaths and the cost of items and casts that I didn't get anything back for. So throughout this video, I actually ended up dying 12 times, and I was always using the same gear, same setup, blah blah. You know, consistency. So over the course of dying 12 times, I used 2,162 additional casts, as well as lost 67k in gear and pots each time I died. So, because of these losses, we'll go ahead and add the total value of this to my supply cost, which is an additional 1,819,922 GP. This raises my personal supply cost to 13,708,507 GP, leaving me with a total profit margin of 19,726,395 GP. Round this to 19.73 mil, and I'm left with a profit per hour of 789k. So, my final thoughts, even with the 12 deaths and the additional supply costs, I really believe this is incredibly worth the risk. If you checked out my Brutal Black Dragon video, you saw that I made 660k per hour there. I made 129k more per hour here on something much easier to kill and much more expensive in terms of supplies. Now this is a dangerous place to be for an extended period of time, but if you pay attention, you can quickly log out before you end up getting attacked, hop to another world, and quickly keep making tons and tons of profit. And if you happen to have a bulwark, it really increases your chances of actually getting away. So if you decide to visit the lava dragons, I wish you the best of luck with surviving. It is tough out there, but it can be done. So that's going to do it, guys. 25 hours of lava dragons down. The profit per hour has been found, but will vary depending on how lucky you are with PKers and whatnot. But regardless, I do think this is a pretty solid NPC for money making. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to drop some likes and some comments down below. I wish I could say I had a ton of fun making this one, but honestly, it was pretty shitty dodging the PKers. But after seeing that total loot, I think I might have had a little bit of a change of heart, but just a little bit. I still hate you guys for requesting this one. Don't forget to tap that subscribe button on your way out. I will see y'all next week. Take it easy.